Hello everybody, happy Wednesday. So, interesting developments out of Sweden. Sweden announced that it will not be joining NATO for sole reason that it does not want to spoil the relationship with Russia or change the trajectory of the dealings it currently has with Russia. So you would think a nation like Sweden would have more in common with Norway, Lithuania, Baltic states, more of European Union ideas. No, it does not want to spoil relationship with Russia. So upon looking further, their embassy in Moscow set up an interesting website called Sweden Abroad that allows Russians to invest into Swedish businesses and gives you a whole guide how to do so and how to open different businesses in Sweden. Additional looking into it, there's also a lot of information dedicated to joint ventures. Upon looking even further, apparently there's already new companies that are being set up this year, which are the joint ventures between Sweden and Russia. And usually anytime there's big companies involved in Russia, everybody knows they're controlled by Kremlin. Because you cannot have a big corporation or a company in Russia without either having a Russian state individual be on the board of directors, has direct access, be related to someone, or even if you're lucky enough and brilliant and set up your own company eventually, the Kremlin will get into your business either for a cut or anything else. Otherwise, it's impossible to survive. Otherwise, you'll have falsified charges, end up having to go to exile or be sitting in jail for an alleged murder plot that you conspired to have 20 years ago that suddenly became available and the information became available out of all things. Interestingly though, there's a time of limitation about murder in Russia too. But, when it comes to Kremlin and opposition or any type of reasoning, hey, that's all good. But anyways, getting back to Sweden. This is a very interesting development because Sweden has been more of a quieter country, does not have a huge economy. It's been on the news quite a bit because originally they did not have any quarantines or closures because of COVID, that they now regret apparently. They handled it very different. At one point in time, they were handling it almost like Belarus. Well, it exists, it doesn't affect us, etc. But obviously, they learned their lesson, but nevertheless. So, what do you think about that type of relationship that Sweden is willing even not to join NATO just so it does not spoil the relationship with Russia? That is an interesting statement. You would think they would not want to join because, they don't want to give certain percentage of GDP to contribute for such. Or, for example, they could just be having other political reasons. But for Russia, this is a new one and very interesting one. Is there something that we're missing and we should look that suddenly Kremlin and Sweden will have more symbiotic dealings or reciprocals of some sort? Well, what does everybody think? Please click like, subscribe to my channel, and you can read my articles at www.communalnews.com under Kristina Kitova. Thank you and have a great day, everybody.